We welcome you to the Big 12 now on ESPN+. No better place to kick off a full day of college hoops than right here in Ames, Iowa, especially when first place is on the line in America's toughest conference. Number 10 Iowa State looks to stay red hot and dish out some Hilton magic against the visitors, the Red Raiders from Texas Tech. Hi everybody, Sean Kenny alongside Jess Settles. Great to have you with us. What an environment and what a conversation right now for these two teams. They are in the driver's seat when you look at a Big 12 championship.
This is what these guys live for, coaches, fans, and players. First place on the line. Every one of these games are a war. We expect nothing different today.
After today, 6 games remaining for each of these teams. There are 7 teams separated by less than 2 games. Iowa State, Houston at the big showdown on Big Monday. Texas Tech just a game back, fresh off that huge win against number 6, Kansas. Year 3 for TJ Otzelberger. What a job he has done here in Ames, Iowa. The Hilton Magic, hard-nosed defense in your face, and he has brought that mentality. He said he enjoys that mentality, bringing it to Iowa State. And then for Grant McCasland, one of the more popular coaches in all of college basketball, his positive attitude and the resurgence in Lubbock. Another sellout here in Ames as Texas Tech controls the opening tip. 46th meeting all time with these two, and they are nearly smack dab in the middle. Tech with a 23-22 edge. Toussaint pierces into the paint. Shot won't go. Jennings fighting for it. Cleared out of there by King. Take a look at the starting 5 for Iowa State. Lipsey, Gilbert, King, Robert Jones coming off a strong offensive game. And then the talented freshman, Momcilovic. Lipsey for 3. And each team has misfired on their opening possession. One big change for the Red Raiders. No Warren Washington. He's out with a foot injury. So Robert Jennings makes his second start of the year. He started against Baylor, and Washington was out with the flu. Fadeaway shot, right baseline is good. King into the lane, hovers and hits, and we're tied at 2.
So far, Texas Tech's spacing has been outstanding against the Cyclones. You can't get grouped up and bottled up. You've got to handle their double teams, move the ball side to side, try to avoid those stunts.
Walton, their 3-point specialist, unable to get the shot off. Nice spin move underneath by Jennings, but Jones was able to recover.
Jones is one of the most improved players in the country. He does whatever it takes to win, sets hard screens, switches all 5 positions defensively, and gets in there and crashes the boards.
Walton, like the rest of the Big 12, paying close attention to the freshman Momcilovic, and nowhere to go, and it's taken away. The Red Raiders on a run out. Toussaint goes down, and last touch by the senior. Texas Tech can't believe there was no whistle.
Robert Jones makes so many winning plays. He will switch on the guards. You think you have an easy basket, and he comes in there and pressures. Just mostly a blown layup right there, but pretty good start for Texas Tech. Have had open looks, fast break opportunities. You've got to finish strong at the rim against the Cyclones.
Chance McMillan has checked into the game. He has been instant offense this year, one of the transfers that McCasland brought in. Isaacs with that quick first step, strong with the shot. Here is McMillan from the corner. It won't fall. Fight for the rebound, taken out of there by Gilbert. Cyclones want to push. Lipsey attacking, and he'll draw the foul.
Taylor Lipson puts so much pressure on your defense. He collapses the defense, gets inside. Look at this scoop shot, little Monty Morris off the glass. He takes hits, and he makes everybody around him better. He's an All-American caliber player right now, and if he can lead this team to a Big 12 title, he's in the Player of the Year running as well.
Does everything so well among the Big 12 conference leaders, points, rebounds, assists. Obviously one of the better defenders in the game. Jones will take a seat. Hassan Ward into the lineup.
The keys for Texas Tech in this game, obviously you cannot turn the ball over against the #1 defense in the country. They force 18 turnovers a game. Spacing is also going to be key. Iowa State stunts on those dribble penetrations. You've got to make one of their guys guard one of your guys. You can't have him guarding two. So spacing critical. Texas Tech can score on anybody. They've got multiple weapons from the three-point line. If they can get it around the perimeter, like BYU did, they can find a crack in this elite defense of Iowa State.
Token pressure by Iowa State. Williams double team, throws it all the way across the court. McMillan forced to go acrobat to try to save it, and Tech will maintain control right in front of TJ Otzelberger. And now they're going to talk it over and change it and give it to Iowa State.
Well, it looked like the good call from over here. Iowa State is going to double the post on every single possession. There's the hustle. Looks like it goes off of Joe T over there along the sideline. But if you're Texas Tech, you have to get rid of it quickly. That double is always going to come from the bottom side. They've got to punish that with balls, reversals, and knock in three-point shots.
Cyclone defense forced 25. Cincinnati turnover. Soft touch by King. His second bucket. 7-0 Iowa State run.
Let's keep our eye on Texas Tech here. They're going to go inside. How do they handle this double? They've got to get it to the opposite wing for a three-point shot.
Shot clock to 5. Williams with a bit of an opening, takes it in with the left hand, and he'll draw the foul. Timeout in the action. Iowa State on a 7-0 run. Trey King with 4 of the Cyclones' 7. Boyd with no Warren Washington. How does this change what Texas Tech wants to do?
Just no rim protector, not a ton of physicality. Robert Jennings had 14 points and 6 boards at Baylor when Washington was 6. So it's going to be by committee. They're going to have guys step up. But it's just, it takes it out of you when your big guns can't play.
Williams at the foul line to get 2 shots. Push one up and in. Arian Williams has been on fire of late. First time in his career, he's had 3 straight games of double-digit scoring. Really put it all together on Monday with his performance against Kansas leading the way.
He's been unstoppable lately. He's one of the guys who has to step up with Washington out. He's going to play more physical on the post. And then Lindsey's been giving them some good minutes. He can switch 4 positions. He's pretty good at this pick-and-roll defense. He'll be in drop coverage. There he goes. He's going to drop to the rim. He's not going to come out hedge.
One and done for Iowa State. Ron Lindsey ripping down the rebound. Toussaint starts the offense to McMillan. Quick first step on Gilbert, cut off. These deep possessions once again. Shot clock at 5. And taking the contact and scoring is Lindsey in some heavy traffic.
Maybe this smaller lineup will give them easier shots at the basket. He's quick. He plays his role, and a great start for him.
3 ball from Gilbert.
Keyshawn was 5 of 13 in Cincinnati. He was only 2 for 10 over his last 10 threes. That is a really good sign. I mean, he can get it going in a hurry, and you just love guys who play both ends of the court. Watch him defensively off the ball, how hard he works.
McMillan, a spot shot, top of the key, it won't go. Pinballs out, Lipsy, the quick outlet. Gilbert, one of the better down court attackers, a long three. This one, Karen Strong, uncorked by Jones, and then a collision. A couple of Cyclones barreling into one another, and let's see if Lipsy's all right. This is the last thing Iowa State wants to see.
Well, Lipsy is always going to stick his nose in your business. He is miserable to play against. And right when you think you've got the ball, here he comes in. Well, his own guy wipes him out. But he is such a physical guard late in games. Lipsy can take over at the defensive end. Not a lot of guards can do that.
A little friendly fire from his teammate Gilbert. Both those guys going 100 miles an hour, and Lipsy took that shoulder on the chin. Stays in the game. Curtis Jones peels inside. All being tethered around. Last touch by Texas Tech.
Well, Curtis Jones has really stepped up over the last couple weeks. 14 points per game over the last 7. I can live with both of those shots. It looked like he might have been hit on the arm on that curl action, but Iowa State on the break so much more aggressive this year than last year. Better weapons, better shooters. Curtis Jones, a big reason why they're not afraid to put it up early in shot clocks.
Jones in his first season, the transfer from Buffalo. Momcilovic throws up a pump, now fires, left it short, offensive rebound, Rob Jones.
That's one where Momcilovic wants to put it up again from the three-point line. That's what he does. He missed the first one, who cares? Fire the second one.
Gilbert slashing in, leaves it for Jones with a finger roll. Isaac's a long three, will try to quiet the crowd. Left it short. McMillan runs down the loose ball. Williams, good feed inside. And how about the play of Lindsey off the bench, providing a spark?
Well, that all happened because Williams drew a crowd. He did not force a tough shot, dropped it off to Lindsey. We mentioned him a few minutes ago. Maybe the smaller lineup counters the toughness of the Cyclones. And yeah, look, you don't have all your guys, but first place is still on the line. Next man up mentality.
Lindsey, the tallest player out there for Grant McCaslin at 6'8". Good work inside. Pretty physical battle with Momcilovic and Walton. And they will hit the former Tar Heel, Kerwin Walton, with a foul.
Well, they call him Big Rob Energy. He steals, he pushes guys around. He's been finishing so much better. And then Lindsey just sits right there in the pocket. What a pass to split that double team. Tremendous minutes for number 1 for Texas Tech here on the road in a hostile environment.
Off a screen, set play, and Jones misfires. Another offensive rebound by Jones. Boy, picking up where he left off at Cincinnati.
He's so much better this year at rolling to the basket and stopping at 5 feet with that little jump hook. He's not attacking the rim, picking up offensive fouls. You can just tell he's lived in the gym all summer working on that.
Isaacs took his eye off it. Turnover, Texas Tech.
Here's the curl action. Good look by Jones. He misses it. There's the offensive rebound. Instead of lowering the shoulder, he just goes right back up. He trusts his jump hook. He didn't a couple years ago. That is so great to see. In this league, you have to be able to pull up from 5 feet. There it is again.
Jones has hit his first 3 shots. Iowa State enjoying their largest lead.
I have a feeling, if you're a Red Raider fan, Pops Isaac has to find his offensive game, and he needs to find it quickly.
Chance McMillan, what a job he has done off the bench all season long. One of their top scorers, hitting 47% from the floor. Pulls Tech within 6. Lipsy then has a shot blocked by Lindsey. Kept it alive. Second chance opportunity. Mochilovich will challenge the sophomore Isaacs. Hustle by Iowa State. Cyclones unable to control. And a timeout. Cyclones inside Hilton Coliseum, perfect this year. 16-10, they lead it over Texas Tech. It's been the defense all season long for TJ Otzelberger. They just pressure you like nobody else. Take a look at this amazing statistic. This is against 3 Big 12 opponents forcing more turnovers than their opponents had field goals made.
Yeah, when I first read that in Ryan Workman's notes this morning, I thought that was a typo, but it's not. This is what they do to teams. They're the number 3 Ken Palm defense in the country. They're number 1 in the country in forcing turnovers, 18 a game. Number 1 in turnover percentage. Opponents turn the ball over on 26.3% of their possessions, which is just ridiculous. They don't give up middle drive. They double the post, and I said it in a game last week, they make you hate basketball when you're playing offense because they do not allow you to get a rhythm. And everybody likes to get a rhythm, get quick shots up. They don't allow it, and there's number 5. Turnover number 5. This is what they do.
TJ Otzelberger talked about it when he arrived at Ames. He felt success had to be leaned in on the effort statistics. You're talking the rebounding, the ability to take charges, create chaos with defense, and he felt defense really provided the best pathway to be successful. And was he ever right? He has instilled that mindset with his team. Jones has scored the last 6, make it 8.
Well, Robert Jones is going to continue to get better at the offensive end and bring this type of scoring output. This is a team that can go to the Final Four.
McMillan gets a couple of Cyclones to leave their feet. You see the recovery and the shiftiness by Iowa State. Lindsey tried to throw it down, and he'll get 2 free throws.
Well, Robert Jones, we know what he does at the defensive end, but in this game, we've already seen 2 jump hooks, and now this is just isolation against Lindsey, and they're going to trust him to go with the left-handed floater, and here he is at the defensive end. Cuts off the drive, gets him on the arm, that's a good call, but there are times you feel like there are 2 of him on the court. He is so improved, maybe the most improved player in this league this year.
Coming into today for Jones, leading this Iowa State team, 56 offensive rebounds this year. He's added a couple more today in this first half. 2 misses for the sophomore from Denton, Texas. Iowa State matching their largest lead. Mochilovich way off. Isaacs has his pass intercepted. Gilbert to the right. Count it. He's fouled.
There's another turnover, and it leads to a disastrous possession. Pops Isaacs thinks he can slip one by, but you just can't make those types of passes against this Cyclone defense. You can't try to thread the needle. They will take that defense and turn it into offense. This kid is so explosive. When he came to Iowa State, he learned right away, you're going to have to play defense. He has bought in. The offense has always been there. Big possession here for Texas Tech. They've got to get it side to side, find a way to get Pops an open look. He's going to have to show up in this game at the offensive end.
Isaacs has taken only 2 shots. He's missed both of them. A couple of turnovers as well. Walton goes tumbling down, and a foul on the Cyclones with a reach.
Coming into this game, Pops only 3 for his last 22 from the floor, 4 out of 18 from beyond the arc. But he can find it in a hurry. The scouting report says, look, you've got to close out on him. He's the type of guy who can put 25 on you in a half.
Let's see what that last foul. He checks out. Isaacs barrels into the lane, lost control, and another Texas Tech turnover. And Pop Isaacs pleading his case, showing a little frustration here in Ames today.
They're trying to get him going. They've got a wheel route here for him. He loses the ball, loses his feet a little bit. No call. Just can't seem to get himself going right now.
13-0 advantage for Iowa State. Points off turnovers. Ward hands it off. Momcilovic gets it over to Jones. 3 ball is good.
Kicker on Curtis Jones. That is a deep three. You've got to find over the screen for Texas Tech. 6 for the last 11 from beyond the arc, coming in 14 points per game over the last 7. He has balanced this offense, takes a tremendous amount of pressure off of Lipsy, off of Momcilovic. It doesn't matter. They've got 10 guys out there who play together, who play collectively, who are one. They don't care who scores, and that's why they get so many open looks.
Balance once again for Iowa State. Jones with 8. Leading the way. Gilbert 6. King 4. And if you're Texas Tech and Grant McCaslin, a lot of that last time out was spent talking to Pop Isaacs, trying to calm him down and settle him into this offense.
Well, they're the most effective when they move the ball side to side. Everyone touches it. Skip passes. When you drive the ball into the paint against Iowa State, you almost have to jump stop and kick it out for shots. You think you're getting to the rim, and then somebody swipes it out of your hands or blocks your shot. I mean, we've said it a couple times now, another critical possession. Let's see if everybody can get it. There's the stack action to get Pops open on the wing. Some wheel action on the bottom.
Toussaint ambushed at the circle. Isaacs left wing 3, in and out. Dangerous juncture for the Red Raiders, down 14 already. Momcilovic trying to muscle his way in. Fade away, count it, a chance for the 3-point play.
Now check out this ball handling by the big fella. Been a little off from beyond the arc, so he's going to come inside to a little crab dribble. Dirk Nowitzki fade. They are so excited about this guy around here. That's good defense. That's elite offense.
One of the top scoring freshmen in the Big 12.
Where's Kerwin Walton as well? He may be the top shooter in the Big 12. You got to get a pin down to Walton and find a way to get him open.
14-2 Iowa State run over the last 4 minutes. Tech will try to get to the foul line with Isaacs. Ward the foul. What a freshman year, Jess, it was for Pop Isaacs a season ago. And keep in mind, he underwent off-season hip surgery, did not report to practice until late, back right before the start of the season. Yet he, in his first year, developed into one of the top point guards in the conference.
He's a marked man. He's earned that. He's a guy, maybe these free throws get him going, get him calmed down. He's going to have to continue to put it up. They're going to need an explosive outburst out of him over the next 6 or 7 minutes. He's got to keep fighting.
Texas Tech's top scorer this season gets his first 2 points 12 minutes into the first half. Gilbert missed the initial, follows it up, nifty under move, won't go. And Williams is able to clear the glass. The Raiders looking to get on a little run here. Toussaint not looking to shoot. Now he uncorks it and missed it badly. Boy, he passed up a wide open look early. Open look. First miss of the day for Trey King. Texas Tech wanting to get this thing moving quicker. Isaacs from the corner. Bounces around, no. Jennings has it blocked. Jones with the recovery. Able to swat it. Timeout in the action. Texas Tech trying to get points, and he did it both inside and outside.
Well, Monday night, he was the best player in the country, no doubt about it. I mean, it's hard to be perfect in the game of basketball, but he was exactly that. I got to know him last year when he was playing at Nevada for Steve Alford, and Steve Alford just raved about him in this new world of free agency in college basketball, NIL, transfer portal. He was one at the top of everybody's list, but he chose Texas Tech. And you talk to coaches, analysts, people around the country, Texas Tech is a tremendous destination and a team over the next decade that's going to surge. They have the facilities, they have the support from their fans. They've got the right coach, Coach McCaslin. He is excited about what he's building there. Look, they're coming into this game pretty beat up. They don't have all their guys, but they have number 5, and he's the future of that program. Right now, they got to find a way to come up with easy baskets, but the Red Raiders, their entire program, going to surge over the next few years. So many guys want to play there.
His 12 makes a Texas Tech record. It tied a Big 12 record set by Marshall Moses for Oklahoma State. Back in 2010, he was 3 makes away from the NCAA record. Cliff Rozier, all the way back in 1983 for Louisville. Trey King will challenge the aforementioned Williams. These fadeaway shots for Iowa State. The teardrops are falling for the Cloaks.
Such versatility, so many guys who can hit threes. They're getting better at that 5 to 12 foot range. And I mean, in this game, they're hitting fadeaways. I like the possession last time for Texas Tech. They got dribble penetration to the kickout. You have to make that shot on the road.
Another make for Williams. You just need him to get more shots off. Darian Williams from downtown.
That's all Joe Toussaint, setting up the table, getting guys open. You dribble the ball into the paint, jump stop, and kick it out for open threes.
Good quick hands by Williams as he ripped it away from Lipsey, and then Lipsey commits his second foul.
Joe Toussaint on the last couple possessions. Dribble penetration, all good point guards draw a crowd, collapse the defense. The time before he kicked it to Pops, Pops didn't draw rim. The second time he kicks it to Williams and he hits that 3. We got to keep our eye on that action the rest of this half. Dribble penetration, kick out. If you're on the road, you've got to knock in those open looks.
Contact and another foul. This time it's going to be Jones with the bump. And Jess, you talk about Toussaint. A lot of experience. Started his career down the interstate in Iowa City and Iowa. Transferred then to West Virginia. Spent 1 season with Coach Huggins, and he's found a home with Texas Tech. Open 3. Red Raider struggles continue from the outside. McMillan unable to find the range.
Again, though, Darian Williams, dribble penetration, collapses the weak side of that D, kicks it out for an open 3. That's exactly how you want to execute against Iowa State, but you got to finish it with a knock-in 3.
Jackson Pavletsky, the Wofford transfer, who's provided some spark the last couple of times out.
Tough shot.
Contested shot. Williams had a hand in the face. McMillan pulls it down. Here comes Pop Isaacs accelerating in, hovering, and he can't get it. Jones held his ground. Curtis Jones. Here goes Pavletsky. It's caught up in the air. They swing it. Look at this ball movement. Cyclones back into the paint. This crowd wanting Rock Jones to shoot it. And a foul on the reach.
Well, you got to score in transition against Iowa State. Here's Pops with the crossover. That's all ball. Jones stays vertical, and then you've got to go down to the other end and play defense. And I thought that was a clean strip at the other end as well, and I don't blame McCaslin for giving him an earful. They're reaching in here, trying to get Jones. He puts it down low where any guard can get it. Here's the movement. He got some arm. Correction. Hit him right down on the forearm.
15 foul on Texas Tech. Iowa State was 6. Mochilovic with the size advantage spins right around. Kerwin Ball. Texas Tech, they've missed 7 of their last 8 shots. Williams will try to change that. His first miss in a couple of games. Paveletzky elevates. Karams off the back iron. Toussaint does not have the numbers. Cut off by Paveletzky, and Tech will set up their half court. Lindsay, who's been an impact player off the bench, continues to deliver, and they'll get a trip to the foul line.
Well, Lindsay, you said it. He's really stepped up, gets hit on the arm. These are the valuable minutes they needed out of the backup 5 position. He's been good defensively in this game. He can switch onto guards. He's added a tremendous amount of offense. They're just trying to stick around to get into halftime. But they've had several good-looking shots the last 6 or 7 possessions from beyond the arc. A couple of air balls, short. The physicality with what's at stake in this game. They're just under a little bit of pressure. Got to relax and knock in those threes.
No Warren Washington once again, if you're just joining us, so extended minutes. Kyron Lindsay, who has responded with 6 points, coming in averaging just 2 per game. Timeout in the action. Iowa State trying to remain atop the Big 12 with Houston. Cyclones lead it by 13.
Offensive efficiency team in the country. They shoot 38% from 3. They have 6 players averaging 10 or more. They shoot close to 80% from the free throw line. So can they find that rhythm going into halftime? This is not a good team to go against when your shot's not falling.
One and done for Iowa State. Williams, his pass. Oh, look at Jeffs. He still has the hands. Lightning quick reflexes. The Cyclone crowd giving you some love. Oh, look at that.
I'm a celebrity around here, right? I mean,
kept the glasses on and everything.
Man. Almost pulled one there.
Paveletzky, turnaround shot is good. Jackson, Paveletzky, who scored a bucket in 7 minutes in the Queen City earlier this week.
Southern Conference Freshman of the Year, played 33 minutes last year. 15 points per game. How about this kid coming into Iowa State? You play 5 minutes in the toughest conference in the country, and you do your job. Look out!
Showtime! Oh, and King missed the dunk. Ball ends up in the lap of Jones. And a timeout taken. Trey King can't believe it. Big smile on his face. You can smile when your teammates are down on the other end to clean it up.
Just a microcosm of what's happened in this first half. Another turnover, a run out. He almost tore that down, knocks himself down, and it comes right back to his teammate. Everybody's smiling. They love playing defense around here. Houston and Iowa State, no teams in the country, cause more turnovers, frustrate. What an environment.
Jackson Paveletzky has certainly found his way into Cyclone Nation's heart, his hard work, and you talk about just accepting the role. He was looked on as one of the main scorers in the SoCon a year ago for Wofford. Not the case this season with this talented Iowa State team. How does he find his spot? It's his hustle and it's his energy.
You take a lot of risk when you leave a great program where you're scoring, you're the star, you got a bright future. So many of these guys want to step up and play at this level, but you're not going to get the minutes. Can you handle that? Can you play for TJ Otzelberger, which means you're going to get up early and you're going to work hard and you're never going to miss class and you're going to respect your professors and you're going to play more defense. You're going to play so much defense, you're going to dream about it at night. And he's been able to adjust. You come in on national television in this conference, play 5 minutes and contribute the way he has, just says a lot about his character.
McMillan, one of the best at the foul line, 91% this season. He's now made 12 straight at the free throw line. You get the feeling Texas Tech just trying to weather this storm late in the first half. Maybe try to get it down to single digits before halftime. Get on a little run over the final 3 minutes.
Chance McMillan, he can get going as well. I love to watch him play, one of my favorite guards in the Big 12. It was a smart decision. You got to get the clock stopped and knock in those free throws.
Free throw line jumper, won't go for Iowa State. Here comes Toussaint. And looking more to distribute the ball than shoot it in this first half. Isaacs goes the opposite way of the screen, cut off by Jones. Now McMillan working on Momcilovic. Jones got a hand on it, gives up the body, but he was straddling the sideline out of bounds.
About the best defensive position you'll ever see out of a guard. He cuts off pops, he then stunts. There's the stunt. He comes up with the deflection. Inside arm, dives for it. That right there is the type of guy TJ Otzelberger recruits. Doesn't show up in the stat sheet. They're not going to get the ball, but that's worth 5 points, that type of effort.
Tough contested shot. Toussaint knocks it through.
And Joe T having a little conversation with the student section over here, and you'd love to see it. They've got to find a way to get some energy, some spark. That's a tough shot, but he's used to making those.
Keep an eye on Kyron Lindsey, Jess. He is limping, favoring his right leg, and that's the last thing on earth Tech needs. No Warren Washington again today, so Lindsey seeing extended time. Shot clock to 5. Gilbert, pass batted right back at him. Long three is no good, bouncing around. Lindsey unable to control the rebound, and Iowa State to get a second chance. Oh yeah, he just stepped on a teammate. He's going to take a seat on the bench and replaced by Robert Jennings.
Goodness, you're just coming together as a team, getting back on defense to set up, and another injury. When it rains, it pours.
Good no call there as Momcilovic tried to lean in, and now a loose ball foul, I believe, is going to be on Iowa State, the weak side. Trey King trying to get the loose ball.
There's Washington on the bench. Obviously, we know about the Cambridge injury. Now Lindsey limps over to the bench. I mean, this is a completely different defense than when they started out the year. With Cambridge, they could switch every position, right? Without him, they've now gone to fighting through screens, fighting over screens. They're trying to force every team to go to their weak hand. But defensively, they're not the same team, but they've been able to adjust. Now, offensively, they're 10 times better. We haven't seen this in the first half. But good job by the Red Raiders of overcoming these injuries. There's just nothing you can do about it, but it has hurt them at that end of the court tremendously.
Cambridge transferring in, and he sustained his season-ending knee injury in the game against Omaha back on December 6th, and you're right, he could defend all the positions. He was finding a scoring touch as well, so we'll keep an eye on Lindsey as he continues to stretch out at the end of the Texas Tech bench. Meanwhile, the Red Raiders getting back into this game at the foul line. They've cut it down to 12. Momcilovic, good.
We just talked about Texas Tech. They're going to force you to the weak hand. So they force Gilbert to the left. He says no problem. He gets deep into the paint. They kick it out to Momcilovic. He goes to the left because that's how they force him. And he just pulls up and punishes him.
Let's see if that gets Chance McMillan going in the second half.
27 points against Oklahoma, 24 versus Butler, 8 of 10 from 3 against Butler. He can get it going in a hurry.
He's twice been named the Big 12 newcomer of the week. Second chance, Gilbert keeps up the fight. Momcilovic with that first quick step, spins into a double team. Look at that move by the freshman. Shot clock off. McCaslin says, let's hold for one. Big possession here to close out the first half, and a turnover. The 10th Red Raider turnover in this first half.
Well, you got the fadeaway, the duck under. I don't know what we're going to call this. The spin, the left hand, the kiss off the glass. Number 22 is a future star. Nice to see him find his offense. I don't know how he got that through.
Momcilovic has been quiet the last couple of games out. Part of the recruiting class that Otzelberger brought in, the 4-star out of Wisconsin, 3 straight state titles. He's a winner, a reigning Wisconsin High School Player of the Year. And Iowa State has certainly had some success in the state of Wisconsin, bringing in some talented players. And Momcilovic, just the latest in a line of players to find Ames, Iowa, their new home.
TJ Otzelberger very comfortable in the state of Wisconsin, recruits Minnesota. But this kid has unlimited range. He got up to such a hot start, and now you play in this league against these elite defenses, you're at the top of the scouting report, so he has not been able to find the space that he wants. 6 seconds to go. Plenty of time to dribble it up and get a shot.
Keyshawn Gilbert with a full head of steam, and contact call. Texas Tech with the push and the foul. Isaacs with the foul. 16 foul for Texas Tech. See who Iowa State wants to go to here for the end-of-half shot. It's going to be contested right sideline. No, as it rattles off.